Let's solve this JEE 2025 matrix question. In this question, he have asked A, B, and this adjoint of A inverse plus adjoint of B inverse are non-singular matrices. Okay, we have to find out the inverse of A into adjoint of A inverse plus adjoint of B inverse whole inverse into B. Okay, so this given it is not equal to 0. We have to find out the inverse of this one. Inverse of this one. Okay, so using the inverse formula, what is the inverse formula? A into B into C whole inverse is equal to C inverse into B inverse into A inverse. Okay, now using this formula here, it will become what? Now B inverse to inverse of this. Here is one inverse is there, so inverse of inverse is this one into A inverse. Okay, now just multiply this B inverse, A inverse here. So what we are getting? B inverse into adjoint of A inverse, here into A inverse plus B inverse into adjoint of B inverse into A inverse. Okay, now adjoint of A inverse into A inverse is equal to what? Determinant of A inverse into identity matrix. How this came? This came from here. We know that adjoint of A is equal to what? Determinant of A into A inverse, right? So replace A to A inverse. So what will be the formula? A inverse will be A inverse determinant. It will become A. Now when this A comes this side, see, A adjoint of A inverse into A inverse. This will be what? A determinant, A inverse determinant into identity. Okay. So A inverse into identity matrix is equal to what? Adjoint of A inverse into A inverse, which is this one. Okay. And similarly, you can write down also B inverse into adjoint of B inverse is equal to B inverse into identity matrix, and this one as it is. Okay. So B inverse, this is determinant of A inverse is divided by determinant of A plus A inverse divided by determinant of B. Multiply and divide with determinant of B. Multiply and divide with determinant of B. Here multiply with determinant of A and divide with determinant of A. So what you are getting here? This is determinant of B into B inverse. Is nothing but what? This one adjoint of B. Adjoint of B. Here determinant of A into A inverse. It will be adjoint of A. So from here we are getting that option 3 is the correct.